GameGazm's Christmas countdown is day 9!
Day 9!
What happened on the... What was day 9 in the song?
9 something something-ing.
Right, Conflict Desert Storm then.
Cash release 2 minutes. Team Silver Golf at the bridge.
Conflict Desert Storm. Yes, I have a lot of fond memories of this title. Oh sure, it's not much to look at these days, but back then this was a co-op gamer's paradise. It was the first of the Conflict series, and this one spawned Desert Storm 2 and Conflict Vietnam, but the first one for me is where it's at. I used to play this all the time with my friends, as playing co-op on split screen was a joy. You would each take control of a character. You could play it 4 players, but playing on 2 player was good, as you could still control all 4 characters, but you had 2 bigger screens. Using the skills of medics, engineers, the heavy gunner and the rifleman, you were tasked with completing objectives set on the battlefield of the Persian Gulf War. The gameplay was relatively simple, but it got harder and way more challenging as the levels progressed. But the one thing I really loved about this was the freedom it gave you on completing the tasks, and how you could split up as 2 players to take on different tasks at the same time to get through the missions quicker and more efficiently. It was a great game of teamwork and still has some of the best team-styled gameplay to date. That feeling you get when you're away from your team and a tank rolls up on you, and that friend that's got the heavy support is half a map away. You hold off the enemies as best as you can until you see the beautiful sight of the laser painting the target for an airstrike. It's epic, but in a very basic, it's probably shit now kind of way. Now here's the kicker. The best part about this game is the co-op. So on PlayStation 2, you can have 2 players. On the Xbox and GameCube, you can have 4 players. And on the PC, you can have up to... oh, no players. Yeah, there was no co-op for the PC version. Wow, what a bloody oversight.
And that was Conflict Desert Storm.
Yeah, on the Xbox One.
Yes.
Original Xbox.
Yeah, I know, it's hard to do
Original
that, isn't
Xbox.
it? The original Xbox. I always used to call it the Xbox One as well.
I did.
Maybe that's why they did it?
Maybe?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Bloody weird though, anyway. But yeah, on the GameCube version as well,
Yeah.
both GameCube and Xbox had the 4-player split-screen co-op, which, to be fair, is the main point of playing this game.
Yeah, not really worth playing on your own.
Not really. I mean, you can, and it does a very good job of doing that. The AI's good, you know, everything's right. But not having the co-op on the PC version just seems weird.
PC was always ahead, really, of consoles in terms of that, wasn't it?
It was,
Networking
yeah.
and stuff. That's
Yeah.
really odd that they didn't do that.
Yeah, maybe it was just an odd time, but yeah, it just seemed weird. But I mean, it was an okay game, and of course it spawned many titles after it.
Yeah.
But this one was the main one for me. And if you remember, the Xbox, original Xbox, had the ability to create custom soundtracks.
Yeah.
So you put your CD in, you burn your music to the hard drive, and then you could play those tracks in the games. And this game, it even says on the back of the box, actually. No, it doesn't. I lied. Some of them later says features custom soundtracks.
It does say on the front, though, the best game of this type you can get on Xbox, which is a quote you could put on pretty much any game.
Yeah.
The best game called Conflict Desert Storm on the Xbox.
Yeah, weird. But yeah, that was Conflict Desert Storm. And yeah, very enjoyable, and really fun to play with friends. But
Local multiplayer started a bit of a death, hasn't it? It's a shame.
yeah, I mean, I suppose we saw that with the removal of split screen from the likes of Halo 5.
Yeah.
Where else is it going? Oh, actually, I remember Star Wars Battlefront, the new one, actually boasted that having split screen was a feature.
And there you go, then.
You know, so split screen is still around, and people still like playing split screen.
Some people leave their own homes occasionally.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all the time we've had for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for another Christmas Advent. And as always, I've been Brent.
I've been Dan.
And we've been GameGazm.